I'm Rino Chiappa and I hunt with the Adventured Cowboy.
It's the morning of our first hunt here in Texas, and I've got Mr. Chiappa and his wife is set up in the blind here. We've got about a half hour of dark to wait through, and we saw a pig run across the road this morning on our way into this blind, so we're pretty hopeful. It should be a really good hunt. This is the first time I've been hunting hogs in probably 15 years, so I'm really excited. Whenever you're ready, Rino, you can shoot. Wait. Okay, you can shoot whenever. Dead pig. Good job.
Shoot on the right.
Shoot on the right. I'm going to aim dead center.
You shoot a little high on the right.
Yep.
You hit.
Moving target. It can't escape.
In the center. Now it's better. Yeah, I think
We're good.
Now.
Yeah. Let's go shoot some pigs. Oh, got a pig. Got a pig. Good job. Nice work. Nice tracking, Rino.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. You're shaking a little. Well, Rino, what do you think about hunting Texas hogs?
Yeah, it's my first time, but I'm very, very excited.
Oh, I could tell. You looked like your heart was pumping.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Awesome. Susie, You did a good job too.
I like following the track.
Yeah. Very cool. Hello folks, and welcome to the Adventure Cowboy channel. I'm Clayton Marxer. I am here today at the Blue Moon Ranch owned by Mike Harvey, owner of Cimarron Firearms. And with me I have Mr. Rino Chiappa of Chiappa Firearms. We have been allowed the opportunity to do some hog hunting here at the ranch for the last couple of days, and I've had the pleasure of really getting to know Mr. and Mrs. Chiappa. Thank you for letting me be part of this. I really appreciate it.
For your help also.
Your guns that you have right now, I have to say I'm really impressed with the fact that not only do you have traditional firearms like your 1886 or the Spencer that's up here behind us, but I actually really admire the fact that you've opened up and you've delved into modern firearms like your Chiappa Rino.
Yeah.
And what are some of your ideas on how to introduce younger people into your firearms?
Yeah, well, we have a huge range of product, and recently we start to make also small 22, the small, the Little Badger. Little Badger is a very small single shot, because we want to introduce also our product with kids, because what we know is if one kid start with one brand, the first rifle is a Chiappa rifle. We hope in the future remember our brand and can follow us in a new product.
Absolutely. Once they figure out that once they have a favorite rifle as a young person, maybe they want to continue to get more favorite Chiappa rifles.
Yes.
I think you've done a really good job that way, and from my point of view, and I'm a cowboy from Montana, but just in what I've seen, your company seems to be very forward thinking, and you seem to attract new people to traditional firearms through your design and marketing of new weapons like the Rino. Rino, how did you first get involved with Cimarron Firearms?
I know Mike for many years, and we worked together. We worked together in the past, and Mike know very well the replica market and the replica guns. He know perfect each single details in each single original guns, and he teach me a lot. He teach me a lot and give me a lot of suggestion in which way I can improve the quality and make our guns more closer possible to the original guns. And now we work with him. He import from us directly from Italy. Import Spencer carbine and Sharps and 1886, 1892 lever action, all the replica gun we produce. We produce also some musket, Civil War, but it's not the specific market, the Mike and Cimarron, where they work. So
Mike has had a pretty heavy influence in the authenticity of today's replica firearms.
Absolutely, yes. He's, I think, one of the customer we have in US with more experience on this specific market.
Amazing. So, Rino, looking at these traditional firearms today, you see a lot of cowboy action shooters using them.
Yeah.
But personally, I use these guns for hunting, and it is something that's important to me, and it's my favorite way to hunt. What do you see as the future of traditional rifles in hunting?
I think in the future we have a lot of potential on hunting, because what I see what I saw recently, a lot of young people, not kid, but young person, they want to try some different, and we push a lot on that direction, because what we like is if we can have more respect of the nature and the animals, and there is more legal, more fair.
More fair, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I agree. In today's market, in today's sporting world right now, one of the huge trends is long range hunting and using scope rifles to shoot animals at 1,000 yards. And I'm not going to say that that's wrong, but one of the challenges I have in that as a shooter is that it seems like there's a point where the hunt becomes more of just shooting. Instead of hunting, it's about shooting and making a shot, not so much about the experience with that interaction with the animal. And then the history of these guns is very important to me. Growing up in a large ranching culture, that's part of my heritage. These guns is what they represent. And I sure appreciate the fact that there's companies out there that are making these. And in effect, you are, I know you're in Italy, but you are helping pass on American history to young Americans. And I very much value that. I've had the opportunity to hunt next to Mr. Chiappa for the last couple days, and he actually used a Chiappa 1886 4570. We've had a really good time down here, and I very much enjoyed being with Mr. Chiappa and Mrs. Chiappa, who is a fantastic shot, by the way. And I hope to see you again sometime, and maybe someday you can come see me in Montana.
Absolutely. I'm very interested to see your country and hunt with you.
Maybe go hunt an elk.
Absolutely.